staying with us on this journey through the universe. Every step brings us closer to understanding how everything began.
Join us in Stage 9, the birth of the first stars and galaxies, where gravity shaped light from cosmic gas.
Have you ever really thought about how the universe went from, absolute nothingness, total darkness, to the incredible, star-filled cosmos we see today? It's an amazing story, and that's what we're diving into, the story of the cosmic dawn. I mean, it's hard to even wrap your head around it. For millions and millions of years after the Big Bang, there wasn't a single star. Not one. The entire universe was just this silent, pitch-black void. But even in all that darkness, something was happening. Something was getting ready to ignite. So to really appreciate the dawn, you first have to understand the night that came before it. We call this period the Cosmic Dark Ages, and believe me, it was a truly alien time. So what does Cosmic Dark Ages actually mean? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. A universe with zero light sources. Imagine that. No stars, no galaxies, nothing. Just a huge, cold, empty space filled with this thick, soupy fog of hydrogen and helium. You literally wouldn't have been able to see a thing. Not a single one. It's a concept that's just wild to think about, but that's what our universe was like for hundreds of millions of years. But this emptiness wasn't just sitting there. An invisible architect was about to get to work. So while everything looked dark and frankly pretty boring on the surface, the most powerful force in the entire cosmos was quietly and very, very patiently setting the stage for everything to come. Yep. You heard that right. Gravity is the hero of this story. It's the engine that, acting over these immense stretches of time, was going to finally banish the darkness and flip the switch on the universe's lights for the very first time. So how did it do it? Well, it basically happened in 3 huge steps. First, this invisible web of dark matter, which has its own powerful gravity, created a kind of cosmic scaffolding. Then, gravity started pulling all that hydrogen and helium fog toward this scaffold. And finally, over millions of years, these absolutely colossal clouds of gas began to form where the threads of the web crossed. These were the very first galactic nurseries, the places where stars would be born. Now, inside these enormous, dark nurseries, the pressure and the temperature just kept building and building and building. The universe was right on the edge of a massive transformation. This is really the turning point of the whole story. You've got these unbelievable amounts of gas being crushed together by gravity's relentless pull. So what do you think happens? What happens when that pressure just hits a critical point? The core of these collapsing clouds got hot. We're talking millions of degrees hot. And that was the trigger. That was the point of no return for the dark universe. And then, ignition. In this incredibly violent, blinding flash, nuclear fusion kicks off in the cores of these clouds. The very first stars are born, completely shattering the cosmic silence and the darkness forever. Now, these were not like our sun. The first stars, we call them population 3 stars, were absolute monsters. We're talking hundreds of times more massive, millions of times brighter, and they burned out fast, living for only a few million years before exploding. They were just beacons of pure, raw energy. But here's the thing. The birth of these stars wasn't just about making light. It was about to fundamentally change the entire structure of the universe. They were about to blow away that primordial fog for good. It's such a powerful way to think about it, isn't it? These stars weren't just ending the dark ages. They were actively destroying them, using their insane radiation like a weapon to push back the darkness. This comparison really shows you the incredible change. Before these stars, the universe was completely opaque. You couldn't see through that neutral fog. But afterward, their radiation zapped the gas, turning it into a transparent plasma. We call this whole process reionization. And this is how it all went down. This intense UV radiation just blasted out from the stars and flooded the cosmos. It was so powerful, it stripped the electrons right off the atoms in the gas. This created these huge, expanding bubbles of transparency around each star. Eventually, all these bubbles started to overlap and merge until, poof, the entire universe was clear.
So the darkness is gone, the fog has been cleared, the universe was finally ready for the next, even bigger phase of construction, the birth of the first galaxies. This isn't just an afterthought. This is the beginning of everything we see around us today.
And just like that, the stage was set. With the cosmic fog totally cleared out, the conditions were finally perfect for stars to start clumping together and for the first real galaxies to emerge from the void.
So what did they look like? Well, not like the big, beautiful spiral galaxies we know and love today. Nope. The first galaxies were small, kind of messy, irregular little clusters, glowing with this intense blue light from all the young, hot stars. And they were constantly crashing into each other, merging and growing at this furious pace. This whole chaotic process was the very start of cosmic structure as we know it.
And that's really the key takeaway here. Every magnificent galaxy we can see, every amazing picture from Hubble or the JWST, it all started out as one of these tiny, brilliant, youthful seeds, born right after that first cosmic dawn.
So the next time you look up at the night sky, just remember that every single point of light you see is a descendant of that first violent ignition that ended the great cosmic dark ages. And after all this time, you kind of have to wonder, what new dawn is the universe waiting for next?
Thank you for exploring the birth of the first stars and galaxies with us. Your curiosity keeps this cosmic journey alive.
Next, discover Stage 10, how massive stars forge the elements that made planets and us.